All right, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And chat, if you're still there, thank you so much for the raid. And everybody, welcome, man. Welcome. Today, let me do this. Today, let's calculate the equipments and see if these 15% defense and 15% attack, I mean 15% HP, and we are only getting like infantry damage reduction. Okay, so okay, I don't need to calculate that. Oh, we are only getting like 12.5% attack total, right? So this here we got 5%, and here we get 7.5%, and there is no third level damage. Yo, by the way, we were kind of close in regards of the cooking the new crystal tech, except this one. We thought this was like favor gaining or something. What is this? This is healing cost. Which one did... Oh, wait. Where's... Oh, yeah. This is hospital capacity. Okay. So there are a couple of things. Crystal cost. Yep, this is the new... Man, I keep forgetting the name. This is the new thing. You know what I mean. Leadership, rallied army capacity, barbarian. Yep. So damage to barbarian and crystal earned, they have merged this. Same with the Karako reports. Cultural exchange, they merged this as well. Call to arms, 15%. This is reinforcement capacity. Where's the second call to arms? Here we go, 35%. Okay, things are looking interesting, man. Alright, let me read some chat. And also, let me make myself a little bit smaller. Yo, Liete, thank you for the super chat. Increased auto health will be huge, increasing KP gain limitation. So... what do you guys, how this is gonna work? I mean, auto help count, and then it's like 3000%. So this means like, okay, so you keep fighting, right? And then eventually at some point you run out of help. So basically this is making that you are gaining 30 times the more amount of help. So every day, I think you get like 600 helps, I think. Is that correct? Like 20 or 22 like full 30 helps. Right around that. So that means we are never gonna run out of helps during fighting. Which is good. This is good. Yo, man, you're too big. I know, man. Too big. Look at these guns. Man, I just finished my workout and I was cooking some food and my food is not ready. So I'm still cooking and I haven't eaten any food after I work out. So I guess I'll just eat the food after the stream ends. But I gotta go ahead and check my food every now and then. I still need I need it to simmer for like 30 or 40 minutes. I'm making some vegetable stew. Alright, let me read the chat. I've been yapping with myself too much. Oh, it's 1000, okay. So we're getting 1000 helps, now 3000. No, 3000% means 30 times more amount, right? So like this is like basically means we're never gonna run out of helps when we are fighting during the KK, which is good. Which is good. So this is like you put 3 points here. I mean, even if you put like only 1 point, isn't that gonna be enough to not run out of helps? 30,000 helps is crazy. I know, man. 30,000 helps is crazy. Like, I think like just put 1 point and that's gonna be enough, right? Should be. Lilith is expecting us to fight for 24 hours non-stop on our accounts. Right? Always live in the middle of my meeting at work. Yo, Lambo, what's up, man? Welcome. Guys, check out Lambo. I'm sure you guys know. He's a cool guy. Just one word. All right, let me read the chat. Apentele say, what's up, man? I'm good. Yeah, let's get good. Let's get cooking, man. Marsant, what's up, man? Zaper, Sudo, Kim, STS, STC, Shadow Gaming, Grey Worm, what's up, you guys? Let me shout out my boy Grey Worm as well. Hooray. Sartip, Johan, what's up, man? Long time no see, yo. Oh, yeah, man, long time no see. Minato, what's up, man? Bro is cooking ROK and cooking food at the same time. Yes, indeed. Indeed we are, man.
Let him cook now.
Oh my god, Salam! Coming up with the big super chat. Liete doesn't like me as before. Gosh darn it. Oh man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That's a big amount. Can I hit Lilith now? Yo, Davor! Are you finished with your calculations? Alright, so let me put this crystal tech here and we can start getting to work. Let me... Where is it? My workspace. There we go. Okay, so here, this is where we are gonna be working on, okay? And we are gonna start off from the infantry section. We do need to do a little bit of adjustment. So now this crystal tech section can be like attack, like same. So let me just copy paste this. And then we are getting 12.5% attack, right? Copy everything here. 15% defense. Copy everything here. 15% HP. This is gonna be like an easy calculation because I've already done the work. So we just need to adjust the formulas within this. I wonder if it's gonna change the civilization meta as well. I wonder if like some civilizations now are gonna be like super viable or something. Well, good thing is that I'm already taken into all the civilization as well. Let me just do some initial fixing here. Yeah, guys. Okay, guys, let me okay, so this is definitely, there might be definitely some update going on for infantry. Okay, so look at this. The defense amount is way too higher than the attack amount. this implies that, okay, so this is only regarding this equipment, right? This implies that the value of defense on infantry is even worse. I wonder if like, oh boy, Eternal Knight, are you gonna survive this change? And maybe the sit pants are also the chest. Yo, guys. What if, so this is just an imagination, okay? What if we are gonna do the calculation, but what if the new equipment meta is leadership clothes, leadership pants, and then sit chest and sit boots? Yo, we gotta do some calculation. Oh my goodness. This is getting quite the crazy. Let me do this here and commander. We might need to take into consideration of some commanders. So let me just put this here and then make this empty. And then we shall do this. There we go. Man, oh boy, oh boy. Things are looking quite the interesting. Quite the interesting stuff happening right now. Let me just... I hope you guys can see when I zoom out a little bit. This way it's a little bit easier for me to see. Let me pull this here. Let me copy these sections here as well. Yo, I'll hate them. Big boss. What's up, man? 2 leadership, 2 KK, and 2 calf set. I mean, info set. Yeah, man, that might be the case. That might be the case. We might be getting something there. Let's let me figure this out. Copy all this here. This is, yep, there we go. Good, good, good. Copy here, copy here, copy here, and copy here. I think we have just updated the equipment. Yeah, we have now updated, you know, just all the copy pasting, and we can see the initial results. Here, we need to do with the sets though. We gotta calculate the set. Give me a second. Yeah, man, look at this. So I was referring something like this. So something like this equipment. Wait a second. No, something like this one. Okay. So leadership pants, gloves, and then instead of the chest, we get sit chest and set boots. That might be it. But I don't have that combination here, right? Let me double check. No, I don't. So we gotta make new one. Just give me a second. It would be easy peasy. So 74, 72. Gotta be real careful with this calculation. Man, and also Oh my. I'll have them coming up with the big 50 membership gift. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Huge support. And everybody, welcome to the kitchen crew. This is where we cook a lot of stuff, man. Again, Al Haytham, Salam, thank you for your support, man. And also Liete as well. I really appreciate that support, man. I apologize in advance because I might I might start yapping with myself too much, okay? But just bear with me. There you go, I made a mistake here. Just bear with me. There we go. Okay, so these are same numbers. Okay, let me pull out the Arcade Simulator. I gotta pull out the data on the stats. And also, I need to pull out the stats on this gear. Hey, green screen. Oh no, it's not the green screen. Definitely yapper, yeah, man. I might be yapping with myself way too much. Okay, so can I share this? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So, like, let us do... No. This is the set puts, right? How about we do this one first? So what my thinking is that the... Oh, wait a second. There we go. So what my thinking is that because infantry gets a lot of defensive stat, and also the leadership clothes is the only clothes that are giving us base defense value, right? So this might, you know, help that and utilize the defense value as well. And then now we are getting some attack stats. What are we getting with this one? We can also do the 6 set, okay? So we will do all the set. So we have all the time in the world. Let me screenshot this. There we go. I will put that image here. Image over cell. Try to image over cell. Let me grab the data here. Let me hide this. Okay, so this is this equipment that we're calculating, right? We are suspecting that this might be cooking something. Let me update the stats here. Equipment stats, what are we looking at? 47% attack. 33.5% defense. And then 10.5%. Okay, so this number is still not looking good. Let me double check this. Why do we have 8% here? Let me just give me a second. From the boots. Okay. All right, let me read the chat. Time to pause the yapping. All right, so we are comparing this equipment with the current meta equipment, this one. Okay, this is the comparison equipment that we are seeing. So this one is the old meta equipment, right, with the Eternal Knight and Hope Cloak and set gloves and set boots, right? And if we compare these two, the current meta equipment is still performing better. It is still like around 1% better trade potential and also 1% tanky. All the rest of the equipment that we are seeing here is comparing them with this equipment right here. What is this? This is the 4-set bonus. This is looking super bad, but of course it is expected. This one is tiny touch tankier. This one is getting really close. I mean, okay, so I mean, this is definitely an option, okay? If you don't think about the tankiness, this equipment is 4.5% less tanky than the current meta equipment. But like if we duel this exact equipment right here, right? If we duel this exact equipment with the meta equipment, with the leadership pants and boots, the result is gonna be almost the same. It's like only like 0.5% less. What this means is that on open field, if you go back and forth, right? If you avoid dueling, but if you like keep pumping up damage, right? If you don't get hit yourself and if you keep pumping up some damage, this might be quite a really good option right here. Man, the membership train is still coming in. Again, Al-Haytham, thank you so much. Where do you enter the 10% damage reduction from the new tech in your calculation? I mean, I am not going to consider the 10% damage reduction. I don't think you need to calculate the 10% damage reduction. That is considered as kind of like a bonus, right? And it is different. It is put different in the formula, so we don't really need to calculate that. So having this gear and then having the 10% damage reduction, and having this gear and then having 10% damage reduction is gonna be the same. If both player has a 10% damage reduction, right? Kubilai, thank you so much for the subscription and welcome to the channel. What about full infantry set? Yep, let's do that. Let us do that. So let's put in the full infantry set. I also want to check out an option where we have 4 infantry sets. Right? 4 infantry set and then KUK helmet and KUK weapon. That's what I want to calculate. So let me screenshot this section. There we go. Hide this. This number is actually red, so make this red. Copy this. And this is the equipment that we are looking at. So this is the equipment that we're looking at, okay? So this is full infantry set. Full infantry set. Let me get the stats on this bad boy. So it is 60% attack total, right? Everything crit. Oh, wait a second. I forgot about this. 12. Yeah, this is correct. It should be 8, 8, and 16, right? Okay. We gotta be really careful. This is 8. This is 8, and this is 16. The base stat is changing because we are not using the leadership gloves, so we are gaining more base attack, which is going to be helpful with this version as well. Gotta not make mistake. We gotta be really thorough when we are doing this. So defense 37.5%. 0% HP. Not looking good. Okay, so the 6 set, all right. The entire 6 set right here is not that bad. 2%, we are trading 2% less with the current meta equipment, right? So if we are wearing this and dueling someone, exactly the same commander, exactly everything is same, the 6 set is gonna perform like only 2% less. But we gotta consider that on open field, this is gonna do a lot of damage. So you are basically making yourself a bit of a glass cannon. I think this is also has now become a really viable option. You are very, very squishy, right? Becoming quite squishy. But let's say, for example, I mean, we can calculate different commander combination later on. So this is also looking very interesting. Let me check something real quick. So yeah, with the 6 set bonus, we are gaining 5% more infantry attack. Wait. Hold on a second. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to change this. Okay. So there we go. I'm making some mistakes, right? We gotta be really thorough with this. All right, so 4%. Okay, so not 2%, but it's 4%. But we were like 16% less tanky, but now we are like only 13.5%. I think this is still very viable. What is the 4 set bonus here? So Yeah, 4-set bonus. This one is decently tanky. 5% doing less. This one is coming really close, but more tanky. Man, this guy right here. Okay, so this equipment right here is looking very promising. Yo, Cortex! Welcome back to the kitchen crew. Cooking? Yes, I am, man. I'm also cooking some food as well. I gotta check that out in like 5 minutes. All right, now let's do this. So, Kiriki weapon. I want to retain the 4-set piece for the movement speed, but I want to have the Kiriki weapon and helmet. Right? This is what we're gonna be doing. Image in the cell. There we go. So this is the equipment that we are simulating right now. Let me grab these stats. So our total attack stat is increasing thanks to our KK equipments. Total defense has also increased. And 0 HP. Oh, wait a second. I'm seeing some positive number. Okay, let me fix this. I remind you that we are comparing with the current meta equipment with leadership pants and boots. This is also a very viable option, man. Look at this. So, like, man, it's really hard to see for you guys, isn't it? Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, this is versus the current equipment where we have the leadership pants and boots, and then hope cloak with the sacred grip, right? Only 1.5% difference. We are getting tremendously squishier. But on open field, if you are running this exact gear, you're just gonna end up doing more damage. But which one is better? This one? This one is we're still okay. So this is because this is 4-set. We are 10% faster. This is this time, like, this doesn't make sense, man. Instead of having this equipment, it's better for us to have this meta equipment right here. Okay, so far, like, with the damage formula, this equipment is still performing better, right? Still performing better. This equipment is more tanky. Very viable option. This equipment right here, so 4-set bonus, right, with the helmet, gloves, and everything. So 5% and 2%. How about this? Wait, I think we gotta do another version. I think there's another variation that we can do, let me copy here. I've got an idea. I have got an idea. So this is for set, but we can do another version like this. So how about we use the helmet and weapon. Yeah, something like this. Or yeah, this is, so we are now using the leadership pants and boots, but the rest of the four is set from the set. This way we are gaining 10% march speed, but we are also gaining that pressure's extra HP as well. Right? Let me pull up a picture here. I'm gonna read the chat in a second. I've been yapping with myself way too long. Oh yeah, man. Davor, speaking of damage reduction, with your sheet you have to calculate the diminution return with the, I think, with the damage reduction, yeah. Maybe not. You are converting it to all damage. No. You gotta. No, wait. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be the same. I don't think you need to also consider the damage reduction as well, because it's separate. Okay, so this is another variation that we came up. Let me pull in the stats. What is this? So we are looking at 40.5% attack, 30.5% defense, and 18.5% extra juicy HP right here. Gonna make us tremendously more tanky. Yeah, the attack defense stat is kind of getting close, but it doesn't mean anything. Only defense HP needs to get closer. Let me fix this. Oh no, man, this is not good option. Man, it is interesting, but you're just not doing enough. I would just rather just build this, okay? If I want to have the 4 set movement speed, I would rather just build this. Which one else? This one? Nah, this is nah. This is nah. This is not a 4 set. This equipment right here is not a 4 set, okay? So this doesn't offer us movement speed, but it's performing worse. Which means that if you are not going for the 4 set movement speed, you're just better off with the current equipment right here. This is the current meta equipment. This option is quite viable option as well. Very tanky. I mean, this version is also okay as well. But yeah, so this was very viable 4 set movement speed, but we are just, the impact to the damage formula is like 5% less compared to this current meta, right? This is looking interesting, more tanky, but nah, you're just better off with this. You're just better off with this. Okay, this variation also works as well. quite the tanky. I mean, this is not a bad option. This is, yeah, like I said, like this equipment right here is not offering us movement speed, right? It's just trying to do the best stat. So instead of like getting this is gonna be better. If we take a look into the comparison percentages, it's gonna be better. Again, if we simulate the commanders, the numbers might change here, which will do some calculation. Yo, John Wicked, thank you for the super sticker, always supporting the channel. I really appreciate that, man. Okay, let me read some chat. Bro, I'm confused. Diminution returns on leadership pieces. So yes, there might be diminishing returns on leadership pieces, but if we take a look here, like defense is still overwhelmingly dominant stat for infantry. So if we have an option to get an HP stat instead of the defense, it is still gonna positively impact to the damage formula. Yeah, it's overwhelmingly more, like 70%, like 70% more, right? This is the equipment that we are maximizing the HP stats. Here we are also maximizing the HP stats, but it's still low. Let me duplicate this. Inf commander equipment him. Okay, what else combination you have, guys? Do you have anything in mind? By the way, guys, I'll be right back. I need to check my food. Alright, my food is ready, but I'll have my food later after the stream. Read it above. Torgo, Hera, or Tokugawa now, and Valley of the set with leadership pieces. I know what you mean. Okay. Yeah, each individual commander pairing, we gotta recalculate this. KQ weapon and helmet plus 4 set is looking really good. I know, man. This variation right here is looking very, very juicy. I mean, yes, you are getting tremendously less tank here, but you are gonna be dishing out so much damage if you don't get caught, right? Let me double check. Yep. Okay, so city skin. Yeah, true. We can consider city skin as well. But before that, we can also consider, let's take an example of a commander pairing and see how things are gonna be looking like. Good for hit and run play. Yes, exactly. This is gonna be really good for hit and run. You are running faster. You are doing a lot of damage, especially when you are going back and forth. Yes, this is gonna be wrecking stuff right here. If not, If you just charge in, this is gonna be yielding the most amount of numbers if you're just straight up attack marching. Man. Oh man, oh man. Any other suggestions with the combination you guys have in mind? Leadership set still good to go? Yes, it is still good to go. Purple pants, leadership clothes, boots, hope cloak. Wait a second. Let me see. Hope cloak, clothes, boots. Wait. Speaking of purple pants. Where's that? Yeah, I think we gotta recalculate this, but with leadership pants only. Wait, what does leadership chest give? %8 defense. This is 11% attack. This is 12% defense. Okay. So leadership chest is no play for infantry. No, wait a second. Why do we have infantry 2% march speed here? Wait, I think we gotta, like, let's wait. So wait a minute. Okay, I don't think it's gonna work, but I got a crazy idea. So let's do 2 more variations, okay? Okay, so this is getting crazy. Wait, I've never noticed the leadership to 2% infantry march speed. I've never noticed that. Okay, so the first one is, let me do this. Yes. The first variation is leadership pants. Yes. So I do want to retain the 4 set. Yeah, let's. Big Daddy coming up with 5 gifted membership. Thank you so much, man. Always supporting the channel. I truly appreciate that. John Wicked was gifted a membership. Welcome, buddies. Welcome to the kitchen crew. Wait, what did I have in mind? So oh man, there's just so many variations, man. Okay, so let me just record this. Let me just record this into the simulation. This exact variation as well, and then we are gonna try to do with something with the leadership chest as well. That's quite interesting. Image over cell. So we are retaining the force set, but this is just a random. We are just using Hope Cloak and the leadership boots, right? Oh, wait a moment. Wait a second. There was an error here. Yeah, we gotta like be very thorough with this. If I miss a single formula within this, we're gonna have the wrong result, right? Let me grab these stats. What are these stats? 26% attack. Twenty-seven, 53.5% defense. Then 10.5% HP. Okay, so this is I mean, you do get the 4-set movement speed. You are decently tanky. I guess this is also a very viable option. Where did I have the similar option? This one is definitely better than this above one. Yeah, this is looking very juicy. Not good. Okay, yeah, so this 4-set, okay, is there an upgrade? So, like 5.2% and 2.6% minus. Alright, so this leadership is definitely an upgrade from Eternal Night, this variation. If you are running 4-set, exact this variation, if you use the leadership pants instead of Eternal Night, you are going to have a slight, very slight minuscule upgrade, but it's very close. I guess it doesn't matter. Eternal Night still works. Okay, let's cook the new variation with the leadership chest. That looks interesting. So this variation is gonna be like the movement speed stacking variation. I know this is looking weird, but we are using the leadership chest. Okay, it's giving us less defense, but so here's what I'm thinking. Okay, let me go here. Here's what I'm thinking. So let me go here. So the leadership's chest is giving us 8% defense, right? However, the Hope Cloak is 12% defense. Of course, it's 4% more defense, the base value. But if we pair with the leadership pants, we are getting the 2-set piece bonus, which is 3% defense. So we are like basically missing only like 1% defense value, and instead we are sacrificing 1 defense to gain like 2% march speed. Is this a play? Is this a play? Did I get the... Nope, I did not. It's a very interesting option right here. And thanks to these changes to the crystal tech, now there are like so many options, man. Which is good. This is how it should be. Yep, so we are using this. Okay. I'm like... The impact to the damage formula is gonna be less. That's for sure. But again, we are gonna be the fastest, the fastest regarding infantry. Very fast. I mean, maybe like, okay, maybe if this gear is not getting used in the... If this is not getting used in the open field, there might be potential in the Ark of Osiris League, right? Because you are moving the fastest. Let me grab the stats. What are we looking at? 26% attack. Okay. 51% defense. Okay, so we are losing 3% defense. Yeah, so this is a little bit less than this gear as well. Everything is less, but like 2% more faster. Try 3 leadership set, foot, legs, and gloves. Did I do that already? Let me check. No, I did not. Okay, let's do that. So, your suggestion is... This is gonna be like super tanky option. Nope. And then we are gonna be having the KK helmet, KK weapon. So this is basically we are maximizing the stats. With the chest piece, what do you suggest? I hope cloak. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be the tankiest version. Did we try... Oh yeah, we did try something similar. Give me a second. Yeah, so we did utilize the set B chest with the boots here. This is also looking okay. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Yo, this piece right here is looking very decent as well, actually. Like, if we compare this version, let me go here. Yep. So if you compare this version with this one, right? These two. Ah, no, I'm stupid. Okay, so here we are gaining the 4 set march speed. Okay, so there's no, we should not compare these two. Image over cell. Yeah. This is gonna be like super tanky. Now let me pull in the stats. 32.5%. 46.5% defense. 18.5% HP. And then we gotta adjust the base values as well, because we are using the leadership clothes, so we are losing a bit of a base attack stat, but we are gaining more base defense stats. Compare this with this. Okay, so yeah, this one is like very tanky option. Not bad. This is definitely usable. But I have seen a similar number up here. Where was it? Well, 2% and 1% tanky. 1% less and 1% tanky. Okay, okay. Now again, guys, this is, we are simulating as if like just equipment only, right? Equipment and crystal tech only. We have got to simulate some commander pairings as well. Let me read the chat. We are not making new infantry equipment, just salvaging all archer gear. For this option, the next option, let's try with same but with the leadership chest as well. Okay, that's an interesting suggestion. Let me try that. So you are actually opting to 4 set leadership. Which could be interesting. Right, this one, right? So what are we gaining at the 4th set? We are gaining 3% skill damage reduction with the 4th set piece. And then because we are using the leadership chest, we are also gaining 2% move march speed. And if it crits, it's gonna be like 3%. I assume that this version right here is gonna be slightly less tanky. Like it's gonna be doing slightly less everything. But we are 3% faster. So yeah, this version. Okay, now let me pull in the stats. 32.5% attack is same. 41%. Yeah, so we are losing 6% defense with this. Yeah, so okay, so this was interesting idea. Let me go here, then zoom in. This version is an interesting idea, but this one is just gonna be better if we are like, you know, going for this route. All right, so give me a second, guys. Let me pull in the best gear options. How should I do this? Man, this is too much calculation right here. Go way down around here. Don't need this section. So now I'm collecting the best gears, okay? Best gear options. So this is definitely like statistically the best. But again, we have to do some simulation with commanders as well. Commander stats are gonna change things. I mean, this version is also nice as well. Hello? Okay. This one is... Okay, so this one is the 4-set bonus with the helmet and weapon. I really want to utilize this helmet and weapon variation. Because a lot of people have these two equipments, and not a lot of people are gonna be crafting the leadership, I mean KK helmet and weapons as well. I mean, this is also a viable option. I guess because of that, this is also quite the viable option as well. Four percent, 7%. Yo, I think we gotta do one more option. So here it's gonna be similar to this, but we are gonna use the set boots and the set infantry set boots here, but instead of the gloves, we're gonna use the leadership gloves. That's what we need to do. Yeah, that variation is missing. Oh man, this is a little bit too much of a variation that we're calculating. Let me let me delete this just to keep things a little bit simpler now. Okay, sim. Yeah, so what my idea is, yeah, so I want to retain the foresight bonus, right? Movement speed. But I haven't calculated this version where we have the hands and gloves. Let's see how this is gonna go. Check the base stats. Okay, the base stats is looking good. Let me adjust this. And also let me pull in the stats. 40.5% attack. That is a decent amount of attack. Okay, I like it. 38.5% defense. Defense value is getting lower, and then HP value is also getting lower. I mean, I guess this is still fine, right? For set options, I gotta separate my calculation where, like statistically the most impactful options, right? And then for set options, the best to worst. I gotta separate that. Alright, let me read the chat. How's the 6th infantry piece looking? The 6th set is, where is that? Man, we cooked too much. Oh yeah, here it is. The 6th set is okay, but there are better options. For example, if you like change the weapon and helmet to KK weapon and helmet and use the 4th set, this is gonna be much better than the 6th set. But then again, also if you are going for the 4th set march speed, there might be better options. But this one is still definitely looking like top tier. I would say this is looking very good on open field. This might very well be one of the new meta equipments right here, guys. This one, because it's only like around 1.5% performing less than the current meta equipment in terms of damage formula, but you are like 10% faster, and because you are going back and forth, right, hit and run, this is going to hurt a lot. I mean, yes, you are becoming a little bit less tanky, but this is gonna hurt a lot. So if I were to choose like only 2 equipments, okay? If I were to choose only 2 equipments so far, this one right here, right? We all know that this is the new meta. This is still good. This is still good. But if you wanna choose the movement speed version, I would choose this one. This. However, I still gotta work on and rank the equipments in regards of I'm gonna separate the infantry equipment into 2, which we can do it now during the stream. So one side is the most impact to the damage formula. We're stacking up stats, right? The second one is we are retaining the foresight bonus because we do want to have that 10% march speed. And then I'm gonna rank the 10% march speed equipment set differently. And also this is going to change depending on the commander pairings as well. I'm gonna delete this. And now I'm gonna read some chat. So quick nerd question, okay? Have you figured out slope changes in that calculation? If so, you can cap it between some fixed value. We could just see what the perfect number in there would be. Should be a good starting point when to find which variation for each thing. In fact, I don't understand your question, man. What is slope? You mean like a certain threshold? Yo, Ihara coming in with 10 gifted membership. Thank you so much, Ihara. Much love. Thank you for your support. And with the membership gifting of Ihara, we are getting some 4Ks. Liete, bus driver, some familiar faces. Again, thank you so much, Ihara. Boss Hara, indeed, Boss Hara. Hi Bilicht, are you doing calculation because new crystal tech gives so much defense that so you want to run more attack and equipment? Yes, that is the assumption that we are making and just recalculating the equipments, whether if it's impacted the current meta. So far on infantry, we are finding some interesting options. I would say that the infantry, like for especially with the chest piece, right? Infantry chest, like especially like this variation right here. If I could, I might just run this variation on all of my marches, on all of my infantry marches. That's what my initial thinking is. But I mean, the real world is far from perfect, right? Because everybody has set weapon and helmet. I do myself as well. And you just cannot be using KK weapon and helmet on all of your marches, right? It's just almost gonna be impossible. Or if you play for like 10 years, you would have enough blueprints to do that. But 10 years is a long time. The game is only like 6-7 years old, right? But yeah, this option is looking quite nice. But like, I know everybody has the Eternal Knight, everybody has the Hope Cloak, right? Those are still in the game. Those are still in the game. You can still run them. The only one interesting finding that we find, I would say like significant finding right now during the stream, is this variation right here. This variation just popped out of nowhere. And this is looking very, very, very scary variation. This is looking very scary on open field. Like, yes, we are seeing a lot of bunch of red numbers here, right? But this like 1.3% less this is being compared to the current meta equipment, the beast equipment, right? This version is statistically like optimized. So if you have this variation right here, you are just gonna, the numbers are just gonna be in your favor, right? When you are trading or doing whatever. But again, where's that? Where's this? Yep. Look at this. This guy is coming very close to the total impact to the damage formula, right? Which means if one guy is using the meta equipment and then the other guy is using this equipment and then they duel, right? When they duel, this equipment is only gonna lose like only like 1.5%. And that is very, very small amount. Only 1.5%. However, this equipment is offering us 10% movement speed. So that is the danger with this equipment, looking very, very much dangerous. Super dangerous equipment for up on the field for infantry. I would say that this might be the new up on field. This might be the new infantry field equipment. Might be. Okay? Might be the choice. But then again, here we are not calculating the commander stats, which we can do now. We have all the time in the world, guys. Mayhem, what's up, man? We like the Bruce Lee of rock, let him cook. Yeah, man, welcome. What are you guys saying? Very good observation, Zavardo. What did Zavardo say? We gotta find Zavardo. Oh, wait a second. Leadership weapon gives attack and movement speed to infantry, by the way. Oh boy. Wait a second. Ooh. Yo, the chest piece also gives movement speed. But leadership like only 15 attack. Let's see. So this is 25 attack. So we are sacrificing entire 10% attack for 3% infantry march speed. Yo, you guys wanna try and build the fastest infantry march? The fastest infantry march? Let's see how that performs, man. Let's see how that performs. Like, we are sacrificing a lot of stats, that's for sure. But let's see how things are looking. So we are building the fastest infantry march. Okay. So here is what we're gonna be doing. So leadership. Yeah, leadership weapon and leadership chest, because leadership chest is also giving us infantry movement speed. And then we are gonna retain the forset. This is gonna be the fastest infantry march on open field. Let me check something. Yep, this is the correct equipment, right? Yes, that is. Okay, so with this exact setup right here. All right, so the equipment march that is having this exact equipment, infantry march, right, is going to be the fastest infantry march on open field. Definitely faster than archer march. Well, it depends, but it's gonna be super fast. Oh boy, this is just... Yo, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total, we have simulated 10 new equipment combination today. Okay, let me fix the base stats, because now we are not using the leadership gloves. Gotta readjust the base stats. Just double checking. There we go. And now let me pull in the equipment total stats. What are we looking at? 34% attack, 51% defense, and 0% HP. Yeah, man. Okay. So, yo, wait a second. Yo, this is kind of not bad, don't you guys think? I mean, we are like tremendously faster. So we are gaining the 4-set movement speed bonus from the infantry set. So that is 10%. And then additional, so total 5%. And then with the crit, it's gonna be 2 more percent. So like 7% more, right? No. Yeah, the weapon is giving us 3%, so it's gonna be 1% more, so that's gonna be a total 4. And then the chest is giving us 2%, and we are gonna be getting 1 because of the roundup, so 3, so 7%, yeah, total. With this exact equipment, your infantry march is moving 17% faster. 17% MS. How crazy is that? 17%. Hey, yo, okay, so this is looking interesting. And for those who are playing Ark of Osiris competitively, maybe also this is a good option for Ark of Osiris. Super fast. And yes, we are seeing a lot of red numbers, but this red number is also looking okayish. Okay, let me explain why. So here we are looking at like around 10% like less tanky, and then let me zoom in a bit. You guys, not sure if I guess. Okay, yeah, so like around 10% less tanky, and then we are doing around 7% less impact to the damage formula, right? We are having these two stats separately, right? Because if we just only check out the damage impact to the damage formula, then we are not gonna be seeing the tankiness, which is also gonna be important. But okay, so 10% less tanky and then 7% less impact to the damage formula. But let's go to the handsome looking equipment up there that we just cooked. Where's that? Man, too many new equipment. Oh, there we go. Hey, so this is the handsome equipment that we cooked. So that equipment is definitely like 2% tankier than this. 2% tankier. And then this is like 1.5% less. So basically you are doing like 5.5% less than this equipment. Right? Man, okay, so definitely this is a crazy build. Okay, now the difference with this, why this variation might be like super interesting is that we do not have KVK weapon or helmet, right? So again, I don't like, not a, like, there's no one right now, I think, okay, there's no one that has KVK weapon and helmet on all of their marches, critted and awakened 5. I don't think no one has that. Even Krakens don't have that. You just need time to collect those blueprints, right? Because you are only entering like 3 or maximum like 4 KVKs, most likely 3 KVKs a year, right? So this is definitely quite the cheap option. Yo, this is looking guys. Yo, what do you guys think? This looks interesting. Like 7% more faster. Where's that? Like, frankly speaking, okay, this equipment looks badass for me. This equipment definitely looks badass for me, right? You're 10% faster, and you're gonna cook on open field with this variation. This might very well be the A new open field meta variation. This is just because of the 10% movement speed, right? Could be, quite possibly. But if you go ahead and up and beyond with the movement speed, what about the cloak? It's out of the meta now. No, it's not out of the meta. Here we have, you know, statistically the best equipment right here. And it's still, you know, current meta is still the best. But the problem with this one is, yes, this is performing the best, but we just don't have the 10% march speed, right? This one actually might be better than the Hope Cloak Eternal and then Forset. Oh, wait a second. You mean this one, right? Nah. I mean, yeah, maybe like... Okay, so this variation is like you are getting 10% movement speed, right? The other, the leadership, interesting variation. Oh my god, we're cooking! Oh my goodness. Man, this is gonna be a really good video. And for those who are tuning in to the live stream, you guys are gonna get the information first by watching the stream, okay? That is the treat that I will be providing to you guys. So live action. I mean, yeah, this is 5% less, and like, so this is kind of like okay, right? You are retaining your tankiness. Remind you that all this percentage comparison is, we are comparing it with this one, current meta. This is mathematically the best equipment, right? Mathematically the best. Only problem again is this is missing march speed. Okay. Guys, I'll be back. Gonna get myself some drink. I'm back. All right, let me read the chat. Give that new meta set to Ragnar and it will cook. You mean the handsome set? Yeah, this... I don't know why, but for some reason this is looking badass to me. Maybe it's just the artwork, right? Maybe I've seen the Hope Clock so much and then the Eternal Night so much that now I'm seeing this new artwork of chest and pants, and they are looking a little bit more badass. Guys, speaking of giving it to Ragnar, today today we are also going to simulate some commanders. So first we're gonna simulate Ragnar plus Scipio pairing and do this exact calculation on this and see if the stats are changing. And then the next one is we're gonna be doing Baichi plus LC. So these two popular pairing we shall do. Thanks for it, Burke. Oh, Dirty Dan, what's up, man? Wait, do I have you? I'm not sure. I tried to add as much creators as possible. Yo, schmuck. Okay, let me give some shout out to the boys. Wait, how? Like, wait a second. Yes. There you go. Here's some shout out to King Schmuck. Where's Dirty Dan? And here's... Wait a second, I do not have Schmuck? What the heck is going on? I definitely need to look at my comments. There you go. Giving some shout out to my boys. Let me read the chat. Your lovely personality is a treat we get for live watching. Thank you, man. Hit the like, spreadsheets fan. Yeah, man. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this stream, don't forget to like the stream. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would highly recommend subscribe now because we cook this kind of stuff. What if we run KK items and compensate movement speed? You just do boots, awaken 4 or 5. I mean, that is not really an compensation because as the time goes, you are gonna be awakening your boots anyways, right? So, like, having this 4-set piece, let's say someone... that's a really good point, right? Okay, so you build yourself the mathematically best equipment and then you first awaken your boots for the movement speed. That is a play. And let's say someone else like build this equipment right here, right? Where is the handsome set? Yep, there you go. Let's say someone else builds this and then after some time he also awakens his boots. So the difference is 10% difference is still gonna be there. Right? But yeah, so this variation right here is looking very interesting. So total you are getting 17% movement speed. We're talking about the crit version, right? However, like I wonder how this is going to affect the overall balance of your open field marches. I wonder what's gonna happen. I mean, this is definitely a very interesting option. Definitely, I think that on Ark of Osiris, especially for Ark of Osiris, okay, Ark of Osiris League, this might be a super awesome variation right here. But this one is just looking very good looking, badass. Will it be like best equipment? Nah, let's do the fastest infantry equipment. Oh man. What if you take the meta equipment and replace the hope cloak with the leadership chest piece? Okay. Instead of the hope cloak, we are getting the leadership chest piece. That means we are sacrificing defense for 2% march speed, right? Didn't we just do something similar? Let me check. Oh yeah, here. So yeah, we did the similar here, right? It's very similar, except, you know, we have the leadership glows instead of the sacred grips. I mean, you are okay if it's crit, you are 3% faster, right? If it's crit, you are 3% faster. But you are doing 3% less and 1.5% less tanky. So I'm not sure, like, sacrificing this much of difference for just gaining 3% movement speed. If it was like 7% or 10%, oh boy, could be. Yeah. And one thing is that this variation right here is giving us a skill damage reduction of, it was 3%, right? Yeah, 3% skill damage reduction, this version, with the 4-set leadership. But in today's world, skill damage reduction is like meh, right? Because there's like smite damage and combo damage, range smite damage and everything, so it's like meh. So 3% MS and then 3% skill damage reduction. That's what we're gaining here. I got the first set now, it's useless. Do you mean this? No man, the leadership pants and boots, this is still, wait, no, this one, yeah. This is still the best, mathematically the best. Right? And fast marches like Luce Alex, right? They're quite the fast. They can utilize this set quite well. They don't really need the extra 10% movement speed, right? And who knows, in the future we are start getting 25% movement speed commanders for infantry. Who knows? In that case, this set is gonna shine even more and more. But, you know, on open field, movement speed is also important. I mean, like, the most important thing is the balance of your movement speed, right? The balance. All of your marches needs to be at equal speed in order to have it perform good. Appreciate you, homie, and don't let us slow you down. Give up people what they want. Spreadsheet warrior. Very damn thanks, man. My Ragnar did better results wise and was faster with all the blue equipment set than with the legendary set with the epic breastplate. So today we are not gonna take a look into the blue or epics, because we definitely know that the blue or epics are gonna be worse than legendary ones, okay? Just because the fact that legendary ones can be awakened and you are gaining base stats and other bonuses. The blue and epic equipment comes into play when we are just transitioning from early game to like late game, right? So that is the only play. But here we are gonna be calculating the late game stuff right here, so that, you know, people can have that long-term vision of where they should be aiming to go, right? That is the idea behind this. KVK weapon helmet, set chest close, leadership legs. Can you put that there? Okay. I think I did that. I mean, yeah, this is similar, but the glows are different, right? Actually, let me just do that variation right here. And this might be a tiny touch different, yeah. Just rechecking that I did not overlap everything. Okay. Very keen eye. I did not do that particular variation right there. Let's so KVK weapon. Oh, there you go. Leadership pants and boots, yes. And then the chest piece, right? 2 to 2. Yeah, this might be interesting as well. Let's see. .47 attack, 35.5 defense. Okay, with this one we are gaining tremendous amount of HP. Okay, so this has to be calculated. This might be a considerable stuff happening right here. 172. You? Oh. Oh my god. Wait a second. Yo, taste it by me. Wait. I need to hold on a second. Yes, we gotta not forget about this. This is gonna change stuff a tiny touch. Okay, so this variation right here is like if if you duel someone with this equipment that has the current meta equipment, right, with the Hope Cloak and Sacred Grips, this equipment is definitely gonna win. But it lacks tankiness. Because we are sacrificing the defense stats with attack stats, right? But on the other hand, I think this equipment, I think we should not overlook this equipment. Just because this might be the best equipment for Rallying Garrison. Could be. Wait a second. Wait, we don't have anything else that has green numbers in the total section. No, we don't. Holy crap. Not worth too low MS bonus. Yes, I mean, this doesn't have the movement speed, but again, maybe this is great for Rally Garrison because you're just doing much more, right? I think we need to start simulating the commander pairs for infantry. So we can do 3 simulation. Okay, so first let's do Ragnar Scipio. Okay, so I think Ragnar Scipio might have a interesting result, and then Baichi LC. Okay, so these two are quite popular pairing right now. Yes, we can do more like commander pairings, but it's gonna take us a long time to do that. So let's just do the top pairings, and then the third one we can do like Gorgo and Tokugawa for the garrison purposes, right? Gorgo Tokugawa definitely need some commander pair mathematics. This is 14.5 attack, 3% defense instead of 16. You mean the base addition base stats? Yes, I added those. So we are thinking that everything is also crit, right? So we are gaining 8%, 8 base attack, 8 base defense, and 16 base HP. We are also imagining that we are having 2 accessories, right? Which is why we are gaining 16 base HP. FTP variation with easier to get is KK weapon and chest hope. You mean KK weapon and helmet, right? KK weapon and helmet, hope cloak, sacred gapes, Shio's boots, eternal light. Is that viable or it's super wars? Okay. I think that is going to be quite not good, just because it's stacking too much defense, I think. But we can do the simulation. So after we gather all the different types of variations, we are gonna go ahead and first let us choose the best equipment. Okay, so how many simulations did we just did? like here we have like almost like 15 different combination. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. Oh, we're closing into 20 different equipment combination we have simulated. From these, we are going to divide the equipment into two sections. One is going to be mathematically, like statistically optimized, okay? The second category is going to be movement speed focused, movement speed optimized. So we are going to have two categories, and then we are just going to choose 2 or 3 best gear in each category, okay? And so that we don't need to deal with this 18 different variation. But first, so you're saying okay, blah blah blah, and then Hope Cloak, and then Sacred Gifts, yes, and then Eternal Light, right? And then Shios. This variation, right? Okay. Whoops, give me a second. I accidentally closed the... Wait, why is my game looking weird? Did I think I resized it? What's gonna happen? What's happening? Wait, why my game is looking weird though? Oh, there we go. I fixed it. This was weird. (32.5% attack). 72.5% defense. Yeah, this guy's stacked on defense. 8, 8, 4. Wait a second. Oh, I made a small bit of error, but okay, it's variable. I mean, this equipment variation is okay. It's like slightly worse than the, you know, leadership pants and boots, but it's still usable. Except it doesn't offer 10% movement speed, right? All right. So, do you guys have any other equipment combination suggestion? Baichi Wallace. I guess we could do Baichi Wallace. So we can do like four infantry simulation. Can I get that Excel, bro? No, man. This workspace is my private. This is private, so it's not available for public. Maitranel. Hello, man. What about calves and archers? Yeah, we are gonna go for calves and archers. Okay. So I think we are done with infantry. All right. So let us do this. We are gonna do this. So statistically optimized best. I guess best statistically optimized. Wait. I think we can like even do this. Like, let's just keep things very tidy, right? Like this. Statistically optimized, and then this other section could be MS March speed optimized. So we are talking about two variations here. Okay. Now. Then we can like do this. Rank 1. Rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. So we're just choosing three equipments in each category. Fair enough, right? I think this is fair enough. Do the exact same here. Let's keep things very tidy. Right now you guys cannot really see anything, but just bear with me. Save. Impact. Thank you. All right, so statistically optimized, the number one equipment is this one. The number 2 equipment. I'm gonna go with this one. This is number 2. And then where is that? Wait. Where did I? Hold on a second. It's not it. Give me a second. Is this it? Let me just put these here. Okay, so this is definitely performing better. Tankiness is 5 blah blah blah. Let's see if there's anything interesting that we can. This is 1% doing less, but 1% tanky. Could be an option. Do we have anything better? Yes, we do. 0.5% less, but 1.5% better. I mean, should I do like 5 options? I mean, 3 is maybe like it's like way too small. What do you guys think? I mean, we could definitely do 5. Excuse me. Yo, Shion, what's up, man? Can you show what the previous 2 were? Once we gather up the best variations, it's gonna be clear. Let's just do rank. Let's just do 5. I guess, like, I mean, this is not like ranking, it's just the top 5 selection. I think everything here is viable. top 5 options, right? 3 is enough. Okay, so let me. So this is definitely still statistically optimized. This version right here, and this one is gonna be doing more damage, but less tanky. But this is also definitely very good option. This is the only variation that's given us positive impact to the damage formula. This was the only version, a new version, right? And then we have another version here, which is the impact to the damage formula is tiny touch less, but 1% tankier than this. So these numbers are being compared to this. Comparison. Let me just try to find if there's anything better. This is 1% less and 1% more. Did I have that? No, this is definitely better than that. Yeah, this one is definitely better. Doing 1% less but 0.5% more tanky. Nah, this one is also... There's better options. Could work. The thing I want to do, like best top 5, is that everybody has different equipments, right? So I want to like show them that, hey, your current equipment right here, you can still use it. I want to show that. But this statistically optimized equipment, yeah, I mean, all 3 variations are including KK, weapon, and helmet. I guess that's understandable. And movement speed optimized, if you are aiming for the, if you do have the set weapon and set helmet, you can just straight on go for the 4 set, right? If you have the set weapon and helmet. Yeah, these 2. So that is the idea. So rank 3 or rank 5? I mean, top 3 is okay, I guess. Yo, Mr. Smoke Turkey, what's up, man? Sorry for not coming a lot. I'm quite busy with my kingdom. Yo, Shion. No worries, man. No worries. Question, bro. Maybe I missed something, but if the current best set is baseline, shouldn't the value be 0 instead of 0.7? I mean, you are saying this here? So the current equipment, yes, this is baseline. All the other equipment that we are doing is comparing with the current, but this is being compared with the old meta, which is why we have this value. So this is just to show that this new meta equipment is much better than the old meta equipment right here. And then this is the new baseline that we are comparing the other equipments. So this is the baseline of this, and then this is the baseline of every other. That's the idea behind this. All right, let's go with the top 3, okay? Let's go with the top 3 for now. And Now, movement speed optimized. Here comes the... Let me just copy paste here. Oh no, I gotta... Yep. Handsome set, yes. I think the handsome set comes in the number 1. Definitely, for sure. So let's get the handsome set down there. But we gotta be open-minded, guys. We gotta be open-minded, and we might have missing some. Nope. The values only. There you go. Yes, let's do 20. There we freaking go. Yep, there you go. We can, or yeah. So now this movement speed optimized is still being compared to this. This is our baseline equipment. Now, what are the other options, other movement speed variations? We gotta open our eyes and see. So this is not on movement speed, not in movement speed. Oh my god, I definitely want to include this variation right here. Right? Yeah, this is definitely needs to get included. But I think this is gonna come with like 3rd place. I think we have better option. Man, we cooked some juicy stuff today. Infantry, that is. Yeah, like look at this. This movement speed optimized version. If you compare the tankiness, these two, right? The leadership, weapon, and chest are like 2% tankier than this. But it's just doing much less damage, right? 5% less damage. Or even, yeah, around 5% less damage. 5 or 5.5, yep. But instead, this is offering us... Oh, 10% MS. Now this is 17% movement speed. 17. Yes, we're doing less, but we are tiny touch tanky and tremendously faster. So I would definitely have this option for like very interesting build for infantry. Look at this monstrosity, guys. Look. We're not using KK helmet. We're not using KK weapon. Instead, leadership weapon and leadership chest piece. And then the other 4 is the 4 set. Definitely movement speed optimized. Super good. Oh man. This is interesting. Okay, now let us find another movement speed variation. So we do have this one right here. I hope you guys can see it. So this is 5% and 6%. Okay. Hold on a second. I just wanna mark the movement speed variation with different color right here. Movement speed optimized, because it's very confusing. Yo, Josh, coming up with 5 gifted membership. Thank you so much, man. Always supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. And everybody, welcome to the kitchen crew. Yeah, this is also movement speed. This is not a movement speed. This is not a movement speed. We are dealing with 18 different equipment variation here. It's a bit confusing, but we'll get there. Nah, this is not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. So this is another movement speed, doing 6% less, but 3% less tanky. Where is that? Nah. We are talking about the rank 2 here, right? Rank 2 needs to be very, very impressive.
Welcome.
Edward, thank you for the subscription and welcome to the channel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is movement speed variation. It's also movement speed variation. This is the handsome set right here. Love this set. This is awesome. This is actually the 6th set. But the handsome set is looking way much powerful than this. This is not a movement speed. Not a movement speed. Not a movement speed. This is a movement speed. Wait. Didn't we do the leadership pants variation on this one? The 4%, 7%, 5%. Okay, so this is definitely looking good. Oh yeah, we did it here. 5%. Like France is 5% and 2.4%. Okay, so the leadership pants version is slightly better. So rank 2, I'm kind of tempted to have this. So my idea for the rank 2 is that, here's the thing. The rank 1 is already being glass cannon, right? We are sacrificing our tankiness, but we are trading tremendously better. This one is like super movement speed optimized, the rank 3. But for choosing rank 2, I want to choose a variation that is offering us really good tankiness, but in sacrifice of the impact to the damage formula. That's my idea. Right, best of the 3 worlds. So if you just compare the tankiness here in the blues, this is 6.2%. This is 3, so this is already much more tankier. 3.3%, So this is the tankiest version, I think. Let's go up 7%. Okay, no. This is way squishy. Yeah, man. Yeah. So definitely, this one is taking the cake for rank 2. This is the tankiest version that retains the movement speed in sacrifice of the damage to the impact formula, but it's still kind of like, hold on, so for France 5.03%, and this one is, yeah, it's still trading better than this one, like slightly better. So good. Let me copy this. There you go. Let me do this. Currently, best equipment. Statistically, here. Statistically, this one. So for those who have this, this is still the best. But this is looking very interesting for rally and garrison option. Again, we have to calculate and take into consideration of commander stats, which we are gonna do now. And also, this one is way tankier than the top version, but we're just doing tiny touch less damage, especially with the France, right? The difference is we're gaining 1% difference. Movement speed optimized version, this is we're calling the handsome set. This set is looking badass. This comparison numbers is also being compared to the statistically optimized version right here. And if you take a look into here, this version, the total impact to the damage formula is only like 1.3%, like 1.32, like on average 1.5%, right? So that is a very minuscule amount. So like, again, if this two guy duel, this guy is gonna win for like 1.5%, right? Yo, Josh, my gear is best, not gonna lie. I'm sure it is, man. But this is also offering us 10% movement speed.
Welcome.
So what this gear is capable of on open field is that this is gonna be superbly good for hit and run situations. So you just hit and run basically means like going back and forth, right? So this is gonna be superbly performing good in that scenario, just because you have now extra 10% movement speed and you are almost dishing out the same amount of damage as this one. Now the second variation is this one. Like, again, Eternal Knight could be used here, but you are just losing just a tiny touch stats, but Eternal Knight can be still used here. But this version is, now if you compare these two, this version is much more tankier. Getting really close to tankiness value of here, right? This is even tankier than this version. But we are just sacrificing the trade potential, right? 5% less. But instead we are gaining 10% movement speed. So this variation right here is also a very viable option. For those players who are right now having many different types of equipment, you can mix and match your equipments and use these ones, right? And here comes very interesting option. Now this option is super interesting. We are using leadership weapon and leadership chest. Now the surprising thing is that these two equipment pieces are also offering us infantry march speed. So this last one is like optimized to the max instead in terms of movement speed. So you are gaining 17% movement speed with this one. 17 if everything is crit, right? And if we take a look here, the tankiness, you are tankier than the handsome version, right? 2% tankier. Now you are doing a little bit less, you know, in terms of impact to the damage formula. You are doing 2% less here, and then like entire 5% less. Like if these two guys were to duel each other, this guy is gonna win by 5%, right? Just roughly speaking. But, you know, just a tiny touch tankiness. And the reason why this guy is going into rank, I mean, this is not like a ranking, but the reason why this is going into rank 3 is that this 17% movement speed might be a play, right? On open field, maybe. And most definitely in Ark of Osiris, right? This is looking very, very interesting. So that is that, okay? So there you go. Here we have the information. Now, here comes the good part. Let us simulate some commander pairings, which is going to be really easy to do, right? Let me duplicate here. Rename, so Ragnar skip equipment gear sim new tech. So first we're gonna do the Ragnar Scipio, and then we are going to do Paichi Luce, and then we're going to do William Wallace. What was that? William Wallace Paichi or William Wallace Luce? Which one was that? Good luck with this third set for speed. That is for crit equipment. Is non-crit the same? No, non-crit the same. If we calculate, so William Wallace Paichi. Okay, let's do William Wallace Paichi. So here we are simulating all crit equipment, like late game equipment. If we try to calculate, like, okay, so the helmet is crit, and then weapon is not crit, and then chest is not crit, your gloves is crit, your pants is not crit, and then your boots is crit, right? If we add those variation, forget about this simulation, right? This is gonna take way too long time, and the overall result, like, it's gonna be inefficient. The main idea is that in the long run, you know, if you are aiming for this variations right here, right, then, you know, probably at some point you are gonna be creating everything, right? That's the conclusion that we are reaching. So this is the long run, like long planning section. We cannot like conclude, like draw out conclusion that, okay, so the crit glows, this crit glows is not better than the non-crit, like sacred grips or something like that, right? That's gonna be way too inefficient and confusing. It's better to look at the big picture. Okay, so let's continue. So Ragnar Scipio, Paichi Luce, William Wallace Paichi, and then I would like to simulate the Gorgo and Tokugawa. These 4 simulations, okay? I'll be back. Quick restroom break. And also bringing myself a drink. Right, I'm back. I do agree. For open field, probably non-special talent consideration better. This is untrue that most player will end up with special talent gears and all. Much refining is expensive. Yeah, that is true, but we gotta look at the bigger picture, right? If we consider every small bit of detail, finding the answer is never gonna be easy. Okay, so now here comes the interesting part. First simulation that we are gonna be doing, let me send 1/4 because my AP is almost full. And then also we can change our music into something a little bit chill. There we go. Now let's collect some data. Okay, so here's the thing. Scipio is giving us 40% attack, right? What do you guys see? Yes. Scipio is giving us 40% attack, 20% HP. Yes. So 20% HP. And then Ragnar is giving us 40% defense. Let me just double check. I haven't missed anything. Yeah, 40% defense. I'm not gonna consider the attack drain. It's too much RNG factor. It's on 20%. Yes. But let's just check out the base value right here. Okay. So now what we need to do is just copy paste all these here. Boom, boom, boom. Every number is getting changed. All right, every number have changed. We have already done the Ragnar Scipio simulation. And let's recheck if anything has changed. So there's not much change. Let me go back here and you can easily compare. Okay, so on the Ragnar Scipio, this equipment performs better. The second set, yeah, everything is looking better, like equally better on the Ragnar Scipio. Every number that I see here is equally increased. Which means that Ragnar Scipio is doing great job of balancing out the equipment or the stats. Okay, so pick your weapon and leadership clothes. This one. If we take a look here, minus 1.2% and 0.6, right? Minus 0.9 and 1%. So definitely balancing things out. Super good. Let's go ahead and check out the new simulations. Yeah, it's also making us tiny touch tankier. Yep. Good. Good. The handsome set. The handsome set 1. Like, let's take for example for France 1.36. Okay, so the handsome set on Ragnar Scipio is losing tiny touch trade potential, but again, it's gaining how many defense? A little bit over 1.1% of defense. I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. This is still the handsome set. Let's go down here. Ragnar Scipio definitely making things a bit more tankier. The only negative effect is this one. Yeah, the rank 2 set that we have here, right? The rank 2 set that we have here is actually performing even better. Now we are just matching if just the Ragnar Scipio just completely gonna change an equipment that is going to be better on those pairing. Not too much change here. Not. Okay, this option is kind of looking interesting. 3% movement speed, 3% skill damage reduction. The leadership chest, right? Almost same tankiness, but 2.5% less. So if you see this, definitely improvement from here. But yeah, like sacrificing this much for 3% movement speed, is it worth it? You just put Scipio primary, right? Here 5% and 6%. There's an improvement right there. Yo, the 17 movement speed version 6.7. Oh, the 17 movement speed version definitely improved tremendously. This is very good. This variation improved a lot in terms of the tankiness. This variation okay. So no impact, no significant impact. Like there's no like super big change. Everything is improving at like really same. Only exception is that this handsome set is losing a bit of trade potential, but gaining much more tankiness. Let me update these numbers. So this is which one? Oh my god. Okay, yes. There you go. Now this one is red and green with the leadership close. Yeah, this variation, right? Pop cloak, CCS. There we go. Improvement. Now the handsome version. Movement speed variation. Yeah, this one. Right? Yeah. Nope. There you go. Okay, so this top sets that we have concluded in the previous calculation is still stands. There's like no change. Like for pants, Kara cumulative crit is better than the leadership non-crit. Let's just test that. That might be a thing. I think I have calculated that before. So let's just do that here, right? Here. So Kara cumulative crit version, right? So let's see, everything exactly the same, but we have cumulative crit version right here. So the percentage is not gonna change, but what's gonna change is this base stats. Hold on a second, let me just record this. Okay, let's just change this. So 12. So we are losing the base stats, right? There you go. Now we need to record this. So this is the Kara cumulative version. Okay. Now we are gonna go with the non-crit leadership pants, which means we are gonna be gaining one less base stats, and then HP is gonna go down. Wait a second. So 8%, 10.5%. So we're getting 2.5%, which means deduct 2.5%. So that means 16. Okay. So now this number is the non-crit leadership pants, and this is crit Karak. And if we just compare the France, the leadership, non-crit leadership is still slightly better on France. Yeah, there's just tiny touch, like non-crit leadership pants. Of course, awaken level 1, right? We're gaining the base stat. That is tiny touch better than crit Karak. Okay? So that is that. So if you have a chance to upgrade from Karak humility to leadership pants, yes. This means you should do that. Let me put everything back. There you go. Everything is back to normal. Okay, yes. Now how about we do the by GLC? What happened? Wait. Why is my pictures disappearing? Let me read the chat before we do this. I need to read the chat. Oh, did you remove the set bonus? I did not. Oh, that's a good point. I did not remove the set bonus. Which means Karok humility is gonna be even worse. So, keen eyes, Davor. Very, very keen eyes. I did not do that. What is the Civ 1 comparison set? We are comparing all the civilization. Can you guys see? Yep. So we're just comparing all the civilization. So all the different percentages that you see is the civilization. So if you play France and use this, it's gonna be like this. I already did mathematically best civilization. So I guess I could redo that video. I'm not sure if I should have gotten the values, the raw values here. Not just that. I mean, I guess I can do that. So here. So this is the handsome set, right? The handsome set. Here, the best civilization on open field is going to be France. I'm just judging by this total number right here. The biggest number should be better. So France is better. Of course, Greece is yielding us any touch more, but on open field, France is going to be better just because of the healing speed, right? And also France is tankier. On the other hand, if you take a look here, Rome is also very close to France. These two numbers are very close. However, Rome is actually a tiny touch tankier. Just a tiny touch. So Rome is also a good option, and Rome is also giving you movement speed on open field. But you are sacrificing 20% healing speed with 5% more movement speed. Right, so definitely, I mean, the play is just gonna be go for France. In terms of rally garrison, I think Greece is best. Rallying Greece, garrisoning Viking is best. So the result is not really changing. I already did the mathematically best civilization, and I think the crystal tech is not really much impacting that. We'll see, man. Let's check out the commander pairings. Crit Eternal and Crit Karak. Crit Eternal is better, man. Crit Eternal, much better. Crit Eternal is much better just because it's giving you base HP stat. What did I miss? Bekir, you missed a lot, man. We have discovered new equipment combination for infantry. That could potentially be a new meta. Rome is very good for open field for players with multiple infantry, yes. Because of March Pit, yes. The only problem is the 20% healing speed is just too good, man. In game of attrition, the 20% speed is gonna stack up. But yeah, Rome is definitely a very, very top option for open field. RRP leadership archer pants. No, we haven't gone into archers actually, man. We've been streaming for 3 hours and we have only just about done with the infantry. But let's keep going. Now the next pair is Baichi plus LC. So Baichi is giving us, let's see, 10% HP and 40% attack. 10% HP and 40% attack, right? Baichi. This is Baichi LC, okay. 10% attack and 40%. Okay. Then Liu Che is giving us 20% defense and 20% attack. Yes. 20% defense and 20% attack means total 60. Okay, time to copy paste all these and let the formula do the magic for us. I just hope that I did not make any mistakes within this calculation, which could there could be a possibility, but I did my best to check the formula as we go. All right, so with Baichi and LC, you are getting a lot of attack. How about Ragnar? Yeah, with Ragnar Scipio, you were getting 40% attack, but a lot of defense, right? In terms of Baichi LC case, you are just getting a lot of attack. Lots of attack. Which means that the attack stacking equipments right here might perform even worse. Or maybe not. We'll see. Okay, let's go up here and check out the mathematically best equipment. So this is, on Baichi LC, you gotta have the movement speed, right? They're just a little bit slower. But no change here. Let's go up. Get ready to compare. So this equipment is performing even slightly better on Baichi LC. Okay. I'm noticing the same pattern. Every calculation is just being upgraded a tiny touch. Here, minus 1%. This equipment is suffered a bit in terms of proportion. Damn it. Okay. Tiny touch upgrade. Okay. Now the new simulation. These are the new guys. We are using these sets, which prioritizes attack. So, yeah, as expected. The overall number is increasing. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, this equipment is tiny touch worse. I see. Yeah, as expected. So the handsome set is... Oh my gosh, handsome set is... Oh no, this is not the handsome set. Woo! But yeah, this is also performing worse. So this means that Baichi LC really don't want to wear the attack stacking stats. Stacking gear. Let's see here. Yeah, they are not really liking this handsome set as well, but you need the movement speed, man. Baichi LC. You guys need the movement speed. Let's check here. Yeah. Wait. What? Nope, that's wrong. Yo, John Wicked, another super sticker. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. La 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 la. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go down. I lost where I was. I guess so. Okay, this. By GLC, getting a little bit tankier, but losing trade potential, but should be fine. Lost trade potential here as well. Gained just tiny touch tankiness, but it's not much. Oh, here by GLC loving this equipment. They kind of like this. Yeah, they like this equipment as well. Go down here. Okay. This is okay. And now the 17% movement speed. The interesting stuff. All right. This equipment by GLC also like okay. They're saying like okay, we kind of like this, but not too much. But okay, we'll take this, right? But there are better equipments that they are liking on. So they definitely don't like this equipment combination right here. Look at this. So without any commander comparison, this was actually better, right? Green. But if you put it on by GLC, now they are becoming a tiny touch tankier, but they're just don't want to trade better. All right, so what we can notice from by GLC case is that by GLC really don't want to stack any more attack. That's what we can notice. So everything that has this set infantry chest pieces, they are not really liking this, man. The set infantry chest piece and then the pants. They're not really liking this. However, again, they still need the movement speed. Hey, Big here. Thanks for the membership, man, and welcome to the kitchen crew. Is Hope Cloak worse? No, on by GLC case, Hope Cloak is they prefer Hope Cloak over the set chest. They wanna prefer that. Okay, let's check out the. So this was definitely the best. Now I do wanna recheck the rank. This might change, man. Let's recheck this rank. So rank 2. Yeah, this was rank 2. Let me just pull in the numbers here and see if there's any other equipments that gotten better. Yeah, this equipment is actually looking good. Give me a second. Let's go up. And, actually, this is better. Do I have this?
Welcome.
0.9. Yeah, this equipment is much better. Which I already have there as well. Is that the one? It is. Let's copy paste. Nah, man. So for by GLC, I'm gonna actually promote this as the second best equipment. So here we are. No longer impacting to the damage formula positively. So no reason for us to have this. But if we exchange this, we are getting tremendously tankier. Yes, we are still not. Our trade potential is still 1% less, but we are like 5% much more tankier, right? So this version, no, bye-bye. And I am going to promote this version to rank. Oh no, what did I just copy? Where's that? Is this one? Yeah, this is the one. The reason why also this version is taking rank 2 for by Chelsea is that just the fact that it has the sit weapon, all right, not KVK weapon, meaning that this is cheaper and easy to achieve. Of course, if we compare these two stats, right, these two stats with these two stats, KVK weapon is performing slightly better, but just because due to the fact that this is, you know, the sit weapon. In regards of the movement speed, let's recheck the movement speed. Yeah, they just really did not like the movement speed. So every number is going into worse value. Yep, this is worse. Let's check this out. Let me just update the number. So leadership pants version, right? This one? Is this the one? I think it is. So Hope Cloak, leadership pants, right? Hope Cloak, leadership pants. Okay. What about the Eternal Night version? Where is that? Yeah, this. So Eternal Night 4.6 and 2.5. Yeah, the Eternal Night version is like almost exactly the same, actually. 4.62, 2.51. No, it's just tiny touch worse. Tiny touch worse. And then the 17% here. Okay. I mean, for by GLC, definitely this version works great as well. This is now going into like a long way, but still, this version is gonna do a lot of damage. With this, you are not sacrificing too much tankiness. You are sacrificing everything to gain that extra 70% movement speed. What did I just miss? Lasha, welcome to the channel. Thank you for a subscription. Is there gonna be a Discord where you will put the result of this? I'm gonna be making a video on this. So I think, yeah, in the next few days I will wrap up everything and I will make a video on this. Now, let's go to the William Wallace by Chi. Okay, Baichi is giving us 10% HP and 40% attack, right? So 10% HP, 4% attack. There you go. William Wallace is giving us 10% HP, 10% HP, and 30% attack. So 20 here and then 7 here. And we don't have any defense value. This could be very interesting. So let's copy paste everything here. I think, like, after we finish this infantry, I think I might call off the stream. And then tomorrow we can do for archers and cavalry. Because it's taken us a little bit long time to do everything. In the stream as well. Oh my god, look at this. Yikes. A new discovery has been made. Yikes. So, on William Wallace by Chi, the old meta equipment is actually better. Look at this. The new one is not doing great. Because they are giving us HP and then... You guys are seeing this, right? Yep. Because they are giving us HP and 0 defense. Yeah, this one is performing worse. So, this is going to be the best equipment. But let's see down below and see what we can discover more. This is actually almost getting promoted as well. Oh. Okay, this one is nice as well. So, Baichi and William Wallace Baichi actually likes to prefer Eternal Night now. They are preferring Eternal Night over Leadership Hands. We can see that pattern. They also need kind of like they need the movement speed though. Let me copy this. Then delete this and then put that here. So the old meta equipment is actually mathematically the best. Or by William Wallace by Chi. New discovery has been made. I have already full crit set. Let's demolish and start new one with leadership pieces. Now, man, Bakir, don't do that. So, guys, if you have already like you know, a different set that has like crit and everything, right? No need to like dismantle. What these variations can do is like, most likely if you have like full crit set, that means you are running like 2 or 3 infantry march, right? The point is you are running multiple march of that troop type, most likely. That means that you can just, you know, replace the equipment into slots so that, you know, commander pairing is getting the most out of it. So that's the point for like players who have a lot of equipment maxed out, right? So no dismantling. Just, you know, for example, there you go, William Wallace by Chi. If you are using William Wallace by Chi in one of your marches, then you happen to have Eternal Knight, right? Give that Eternal Knight to William Wallace by Chi. They are gonna utilize that better. And then give the other leadership pants or whatever to the other march, right? That's the point. Okay, so the second best was we have the chest piece here. I'm not sure if that is going to be the best here. Yeah, it's very, very bad. Very, very bad. I can already tell that this, let's see, is this gonna be better? This could be actually rank 2. But let us go down. Yeah, they are kind of like preferring defense, like, right? Hope Cloak as well. They are kind of like preferring Hope Cloak as well. They want to wear Eternal Light and Hope Cloak. This is bad. What about this one? 0101, blah blah blah. No, the Hope Cloak Eternal Night version is better. For sure. Here we have the same. Here we have the same. And we have the same. Okay, so rank 2 definitely. We have a new rank 2 right here, which is this one. You guys see the pattern? Hope Cloak, Eternal Light, White Chi, and William Wallace, like that. Now the comparison equipment, we are comparing it with the, not with this one, with the other. With the new set, right? But yeah, I guess this is understandable. This is not the comparison equipment. Wait, I could have... Yeah, the comparison equipment is different. So this is the comparison equipment. So let me do this, right? This is still comparison equipment. This is still the comparison equipment. Oh no, I did copy here. Copy that. There you go. So this is still the comparison equipment, okay? Let me copy the numbers here. Oh, wait. Yep. So this equipment is performing better than the old. Yes. So now this one is better, and then oh, we have two same equipment right here. Okay, so we gotta have another guy up in here. So these are the red numbers. I'm gonna pick this for rank 3 just because it has the Eternal Knight. I mean the hit weapon, cheaper. So this guy is going for the 3rd place. Yeah. I'm gonna read the chat very soon, guys. Okay. Danzo. Yeah, Baichi and Woolen Wallace definitely likes Hope Cloak, and they kind of prefer Eternal Light as well, except this version. But can you believe Baichi CJ beats archers in duels? Yeah, CJ is like... CJ is... He did got updated, right? Yeah, so he's doing smite damage and then silencing. Attack bonus, 15% march speed, a little bit slower side. They do have 30% chance to reduce the damage by 10%. Okay, this is gonna help. And also they are cleansing themselves. Factor. Yeah, whenever it's taking a skill damage, 50% chance to reduce the damage by 50 and then deal additional damage. Baichi is strong. CJ is like... Also, I think that's because of the smite talent, man, honestly speaking. Like this rage reduction thingy right here. This is just too good. But, you know, infantry beating archer should not happen, right? That just means archer commanders are way out of date. They need updates. Bro, you're not done? No, man, I am about to finish the infantry. I'm about to finish the infantry. And then regarding archers and cavalry, we shall do it maybe tomorrow. Because let's finish the infantry. Then I gotta go ahead and eat some stuff because I'm so hungry. Okay, the handsome set. Let us do the handsome set. Is not really looking good, man. 2.3%, so let's see. Three and 1%. This set is definitely gonna go for number 1 for march speed. This is taking the cake. Okay, let's find out the rank 2. I think I'm still gonna keep the yeah, this is cool. 17%, this is not bad, right? And where be rank 2, okay. 5 and 5. 5 and 3. 3 and 1. Yep, this is gonna take the rank 2 spot. Oh, it's the same equipment. So here we are just changing the pants. The handsome set is not doing great on here. There you go. William Wallace Whitechie. They really like Hope Cloak. And they really like Eternal Night. That is the conclusion that we're reaching. Now, Gorgo and Tokugawa. This is gonna be really important simulation as well because they are the newest garrison. We gotta calculate which is the best equipment for them. Now, good thing about this is that we don't have to worry about the movement speed because it's garrison commanders, right? Okay, so let's collect these stats. Tokugawa, defense reduction, don't really need that. So 10% defense and 30% attack. So 10% and 30% attack, right? Whenever this commander launches basic or counter attack, oh, wait a second. The 30% attack is actually, it's 25% chance. %chance for 4 seconds. Damage bonus, infantry health bonus. Okay, let's man, this is kind of hard. So he racks up the HP and we can kind of calculate that okay, he now has 4 stacks, right? 4 stacks because we gotta calculate as if the engine is running. So 20% HP, we have to calculate that. 10% defense is there, but this 30% attack is stupid, man. So 25% chance to gain 30% attack for 4 seconds. 25% chance means on average it's gonna trigger once every 4 seconds, and then oh wait, this doesn't have a cooldown. This doesn't have a cooldown, so we can assume that once the engine is up and running, this 30% attack bonus is almost all the time there. It's not the case, but let's just assume that it is there because there's no cooldown. It has 4 seconds of duration and 25% chance, which means technically it can just keep triggering it over and over again to have this 30% attack stat, right? So let's just do that. It's gonna be easier. Deal smite damage to blah 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 blah. Okay, so Tokugawa stats are here. Now let's collect Gorgo stats. Attack, okay, so this doesn't need infantry attack 40%. So now we are gaining more attack. Right? More HP, 30%. So total it's gonna be 50% HP. Now, what I'm noticing here is that they don't offer defense stats, which means they might value Eternal Night. Okay. Okay. So total, they are given 70% attack, only 10% defense, and 50% HP. Let me read the chat. Math never ends. LCCJ Meta Cheeseburger. I think LC Alex is still the best. Man, he's cooking a feast. I am, man. Chef's still cooking. So if Commander has health and stats, one of the type of equipment. If Commander has defense, different type of equipment. That's interesting AF. Yes, yes. That is the pattern that we are noticing. So if the Commander has like bunch of HP like here, right? This means most likely they are gonna be preferring Eternal Night, which we can see already the case here. Look at this. These are all red numbers. So that means, you know, the new meta equipment right here with leadership pants and boots is performing. Why is this? Yep. 1% less than this one. So the old equipment right here is gonna be better. It's already, we can already notice this. Now let's continue. I mean, for Tokugawa and Gorgo, for Garrison Commander, we can just come up with one single equipment, right? That's gonna be the best. We don't really need to have variations, right? But let's see what happens. Oh. And we can kind of like disregard the movement speed equipments. I don't think they are gonna be worth it. Okay, so movement speed optimized. This section, bye bye. Don't really need that. This like no need for this. Here as well. Let me just do this to make it clear. Yep, there you go. That's looking really nice and tidy. All right. Yeah, the old equipment trade value. We are also paying very close attention to the trade potential. Where's the music? There you go. We are paying close attention to this number specifically. Oh. Impact to the damage formula. This is basically how well you are trading. This is going to be really important for rallying garrison. This tankiness is, it doesn't really matter for rallying garrison, because all you are considering is how to trade better, right, in terms of rallying garrison. So we have to look into number that's green here. So this is already negative. We are comparing this one. Negative, negative, red, red. Here we have some green numbers, but the comparison, let me check. So for garrison, we are, let's say we're gonna be using the Vikings. 25449. Yep, this equipment all the way best. Okay. Let's see. I mean, this is looking. So the comparison number right here is not being. This number is being compared to the new meta equipment that we refer, right? The leadership pants and boots version, which is why we are seeing green numbers. But if we compare this with the old meta, that number is gonna go red, just like this one. So red, wait a second. We have interesting of. Oh no. 1, 2, 5, 4, 4, 4, 9. Yep, this is. Look at this. So we are taking a look into Vikings, okay? Viking best garrison association. So 2, 5, 5, 7, 6. Nope. Doesn't go out beyond. Doesn't go beyond. This is coming. Nope. Not close enough. Not close enough. Okay. So here we can just do 2 ranks, okay? Because it's garrison. Rank 1 is the old equipment, old meta equipment. Still the best, still rocking. This is the absolute best. Second best is 2, 5, 4. Give me a moment. 153. Okay. Is this the second best? Okay, a lot more tank here. Give me a second. I'm making it easier for me to just copy paste. Let's compare the equipment to the old meta. It's gonna be easier for us to see. Oops. Okay, finally now I can just copy paste these. Yep. This is red. This is only green. So best equipment is this. Second, what is the second best? I think this is the second best. Is there any better number? No, we don't. Oh, finally done, you guys. So there we go for Gorgo Tokugawa. Because they have very high health and value, they are liking the Eternal Night and Hope Cloak. Both this version is viable. This one is gonna have the most optimized trades with this one, but this one is also gonna be decently okay because it's gonna be trading a little bit less negatively, a little bit tanky, but this tanky stat doesn't really matter in rally gear situation. So this number was the closest one, right? The closest second place. I don't think we need to do third place because if we are talking about rally gear situation, it has to be optimized to the utmost best. Yep. There we go. Yep. But most of the garrison leaders have this, I'm sure. Thank God I didn't switch. Yeah, most of the garrison leaders have this. I'm pretty sure. Or Baichi Liuche, where is that? We just calculated this. For Baichi Liuche, I personally recommend these three options. I mean, like these two options. statistically optimized, the leadership boots and pants are doing the best. This is the best, right? However, again, Baichi Liuche missing some movement speed, so it's better to have these two. Actually, I recommend this actually. This is my number one recommendation. And this is my number two. And we have really interesting option for 17% movement speed, but you know, this is just here for fun. So Baichi Liuche wants to have some sort of HP, right? Which is why we are seeing a lot of leadership pants here. William Wallace Baichi on the other hand, they like to have defense, so which is why the Eternal Knight version is dominant. And Ragnar Scipio, we have already calculated Ragnar Scipio. On Ragnar Scipio, this version, like Ragnar Scipio is really liking this 10% movement speed, but Ragnar Scipio is, yeah, I mean, if you want to put movement speed, this is gonna be like super. This is the best option for Ragnar Scipio. Infantry set bonuses, right? So that is that. Thank you, great info as always. You're welcome, my man. Okay. Is it same for open field? No, we are just we just calculated the Torgo Tokugawa, so not the same. I don't know, I should refine last time to get crit equipment. I made a video about refinement, awaken versus refinement, right? So check out the video. I have explained every detail on every equipment. It is a little bit different if you are running cavalry, infantry, or archer, and also depending on the equipment slot, whether you awaken that or special talent that is a little bit different. So there's mostly awakening is better most of the time, but there are some scenarios that going for special talenting is gonna yield you more. So check that out. Highlighting error. Oh, where was that 0.13? Where did I miss that, man? I think I missed it somewhere. Scroll up here. Not here. Okay, we do have 0.13 here. Oh, there we go. Found that. This is Rome civilization on Tokugawa. Yeah, but you are trading like almost 2% negative. All right, let me read some chat. Will we check Emiliano's Will Walls tomorrow? We could do that. Just remind me, man. Right now, I think we should be ending the stream. I need to go ahead and eat. Oh, there you go. You're correct. No. Oh, gosh darn it. My perception skills are dying down because I'm hungry. Alright, anyways, I think I am going to be ending the stream right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream and also got some interesting info. I am going to be making a video on this anyways, you know, wrap up everything. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, and let's see who else is streaming. I will redirect you guys to someone else if there's any. No one else is streaming. Okay, not a problem. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and also with a lot of membership gifting and super chats and everything. Alhaitham, Liete, Big Daddy, Josh, right? You guys, thank you so much, man. Truly appreciate the support. All right, have a great day, you guys, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace. You should get some sleep. It's very late for you. Man, my sleep schedule is already messed up. All right.